Everyone, Sam Winters here. Today we're going to talk a little bit about the Backrooms movie and what you could possibly expect. For me personally, I am just hoping that this whole thing does really well because I've always been into liminal spaces ever since Kane Parsons, also known as Kane Pixels, released his first video about 4 years ago now, and how that kind of blew up and went viral. I do hope that the movie explores different genres within horror, like not just jump scare. I do hope there's at least some entities that make an appearance. Like, it'd be interesting if we find the origin of the Smilers, or if there's any party goers that they might incorporate into this movie. Some of me wonders maybe if like they'll have like that bacteria entity that we see in the first Kane Pixels Backrooms video. I wonder if they'll implement like the time slips and the time warps that happened in the Backrooms, because some of the theories of how, like, I think his name is Ravi, was in the Backrooms, and then he heard a man on the other side of the wall calling like out for his kids, and he was asking for help, and then we saw like another entity run at him full speed like 20 minutes earlier, and we wonder that maybe, if just maybe, the time slip caused him to be in there a long time, and he went back in time and is talking to the father before he was pulled into the Backrooms and became that bacterial entity that we saw chasing him 20 minutes earlier. I know it's kind of confusing, but if you're a Backrooms horror fan and a part of that fandom, you know what I mean. But I do hope that they do implement more than just level 0, because when we saw in the trailer, we saw like Chiwetel Ejiofor just in the yellow office space Backrooms level. I do hope that we do get to see the pool rooms too, and we also might get to see like him falling, or her, whoever the characters are in this new upcoming movie, fall into other pieces of the Backrooms. And I do also hope that they implement into the movie the Async Corporation, and it becomes like a whole government cover-up kind of movie in a way. Of course, I want them to explore the horror of the Backrooms, but it'd be interesting if they implicate the Async Corporation and the disappearance of like Victor Tench and Marvin and some of the other characters that we saw go missing in all the different Backrooms videos across the fandom. If those are actual characters in this movie, and like if they do end up going missing, and if we do see how the government covered up the disappearance of some of their employees in the hazmat suits, and if it's possible that we find the truth of what happened, that he really didn't run out of the building, slip and fall, hit his head on a rock, and that unalived him. I think there was more to it. I think we all know that the government obviously covered up the Async Corporation, and the government covered up what really happened, because he was in there for months and sort of went crazy. He lost his sanity, and it'd be interesting to see like how all of it comes into play, or even if they somehow implement the Oldest View series into the Backrooms movie, like they mix the two together, because Kane has done certain things like that in the past, and I think it'd be really cool if he even incorporates like the Oldest View with a mall teleported underground and the rolling giant puppet that follows you and stalks you and tries to hunt you down. Or like even if you were to somehow incorporate People Still Live Here. I do honestly hope he continues that series. I want to see where that goes to. And if maybe somehow that would get implicated as like a computer game with that Clifton J. Saywell was teleported into in the 1930s. But yeah, I mean, that's kind of just my thoughts on what I hope to see in the movie. I do hope there's some entities, some other levels than just the office level with the Backrooms. Excuse me. It's more than just, level 0 and the buzzing humbug of the lights that you hear. I hope they do a little bit more than just that, and we go into maybe even like the pitfalls, or even that one where it's a consistent neighborhood, like a perpetual neighborhood that just keeps rolling on and on and on, or even the ones where that don't make any sense either. I hope it's more than just one level. So that's all I have to say, and make sure to watch it. It comes out May 29th, 2026, and I will definitely be one of the first to review it on this channel. So like, share, subscribe, and thank you for coming to my humble corner of the internet. Have a nice day.